Oh, okay.
Kind of.
Hello, Gia. Or should
Hello,
I say
Keisha.
Peter?
Peter Frampton. Yeah. I don't know if I can recreate everything I just said to you. It was spontaneous.
It was. Well, it's too bad you guys can't see Gia, because she got, you know how she had this dream of going into her favorite salon. What's it called,
Fantastic
Gia?
Sam's.
Yes.
Her haircuts are $19.
That's the first red flag in this story.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Um, but you didn't go armed with a picture of Ava, so that might have been your first mistake, Gia.
I'll tell you what I told them based on my research. I said I would like a long shag. And it sounds very like Austin Powers, doesn't it? You know?
I hadn't even thought of it that way, but yeah. Did they touch you?
Yeah, they cut a bunch of hair. And I walked out of there like, I was like, kind of like, wow, wow. So anyway, my hair's not in my eyes anymore. That's the good news.
Oops.
But yeah, I look a lot like a early Peter
Okay,
Frampton,
that's a plus, I guess.
but not as
Uh
sexy.
huh. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
And she
oh,
didn't know who
that's too
Peter
bad,
Frampton
Gia.
was. The
Yeah,
stylist
that's
didn't.
that's also too
Yeah.
bad. Yeah.
I know. It's
Um,
not
it
satisfying.
reminds me of the time I once got a haircut. What?
What?
No, no. You need to come up, I guess, with a better retort.
Yeah, yeah.
Can you?
But what about
You
your
know.
haircut? You mean the time that when they stopped and had a mental breakdown during the middle of it? Oops, did I lose you?
No, not
Uh-oh.
salons. Nope. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now,
Can you
but
hear me
you
all
for a
right?
minute. Yeah, can you hear me? This is probably great for
Yes,
people.
I know. They're like, fuck. Why are we bearing this? Anyway. Um well, this woman straightened my hair when she cut it, and I
Yeah,
think she had some sort of a shorter shag in mind. I think I always tell people do whatever you want, and either
yeah.
they take me up on it or
Like
they're
just like
afraid that it's a
that's
setup,
what you tell all your men as well. Do whatever you want. Just leave me out of it.
Yeah, just no touching.
Let me know when you're
Just put
done.
the money on the table.
Anyway, what happened with your hair? They
Uh,
straightened it, and I bet I know. Then
yeah.
when it curled up again, it was probably like way weird looking, probably, right? Because mine does that.
Yeah, well, that's true too. But yeah, when I walked down of there, I looked like a Billie Jean King. So,
Yeah, I have that. I have that too. When I put my sunglasses on, I'm like, whoa.
so I
I
guess
mean,
there's
she's a
worse.
lovely woman. There's nothing wrong
Sure,
with that.
sure. Just
It's a
going
look.
strong. It is a look, definitely, and I don't know if it's
Yeah.
what I had in mind exactly. And I don't know, like, why would somebody straighten your hair if you hadn't asked for that? That seemed like a weird thing to do.
I don't know. Maybe they were having trouble with it. They always want to know if I want product at the end. I'm like,
Uh,
no, like,
did you
there's
see me
nothing
when
in
I
my
walked in
day that
here?
requires product, like,
Yeah. Anywho,
yeah, yeah. We're a dream client for all the hair people, let me tell
yeah,
you.
yeah, we sure are. We've made people regret their career choice, I think, more
Yeah.
than
But
once.
yeah, anyway, there's no Ava in anything about me, sadly.
Oh, poor Gia.
Much
Oh,
more of Billie Jean King about me than Ava.
yeah, yeah. Uh-huh.
Anyway, you
Well,
want to talk about General Hospital a little bit?
okay. I guess we could try that for a change.
Okay.
Uh, do you want to start with Ava's blouse, perhaps?
Is that the same one? Have we seen that before, or is it just a similar? I liked it.
I liked it too. I think it was sort of similar, a sort of like floral, silky. I think she's
It looks
got
like a
some that have more of a
watercolor or
white
something.
background.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah, but I did, yeah, I liked it too.
And she
And
was doing
looked
the
good on
bangs, but
her.
like with a side bang, which looked good as
Mhm.
well.
Mhm.
Not quite as
Yeah.
60s mod,
Yeah. Uh-huh.
but she was
But
looking good, looking strong still.
mhm. Yeah. Although it does feel like the tides are turning, you know, like her name has come up in a few contexts where, and not in a good way.
Right,
Um,
and I think Christina's going to be her Achilles heel because she's going to go
yeah.
in with
Yeah.
guns blazing and remind everyone
Yeah.
about Morgan and
Yeah.
Connie. I'd forgotten all about Connie. I can't even remember
Yeah.
the circumstances of Connie.
I know, I can't either.
I know she killed her,
But
but there
also
must have been some self-defense or something. Like, how'd she get
I
off?
don't know. I kind of feel like there wasn't much provocation, like it was almost for sport, but I don't remember it clearly.
Run, Connie.
She dropped her on an island and said, "Run, Connie." Oh gosh.
Remember reading that story the first time and oh God.
Oh man, yeah.
Yeah.
Jeez Louise.
Mm-mm.
I was gonna say, it seemed like Laura. There was a lot of things going on in Laura's face when she was talking to Ava. Didn't you think?
Yeah, and there was a weird, like, overacted line where she was like, "You called it home?" She was like, it was a weird.
I know, it was
I was
very
like, that
soap
was like, did
opera-y.
they make her do that over? Like, that wasn't loud
Yeah,
enough, Laura. People won't get the
yeah.
point.
I know.
Jeannie. Say it louder, Jeannie. Overact it. It seemed weird,
Yeah,
funky.
it was one of those because wasn't she not facing her at the time? Like one of
Yeah,
those
she was
things,
behind her. Yeah.
those that are sort of, yeah. Like, do we ever talk to each other that way, like real
No, but
people?
we should, and we
Like when
should
you're
get like a cart with liquor and some
that
cut
we're
glass
leaning on.
tumblers, and yeah.
Yeah, let's try that next time we're together. Okay, we won't
Yep, and
face
let's
each
do some
other when we
videos
talk.
with that. We'll do some videos
Okay.
just with
Oh,
average conversation, but
with like weird soap opera emphasis on
yeah,
things.
that'd be fun.
That would be
Um,
fun.
but yeah,
Okay.
that was kind of weird.
Yeah.
What else do we have? I
Uh,
can only think of
oh,
today.
yeah.
Yeah.
Can I say one more thing about the scene at the gallery?
Okay, that was today also, but
Yes.
yes.
I think these new paintings are pretty awful, a lot of them in the gallery.
I don't think I noticed the birds, which I thought was one that we'd already seen or something similar when she
We
had a
have
lot of
seen a lot
birds.
of birds. Yeah, she had the bird artist before, but now we're getting like some faces and they seem like they could be done by like, you know, a college freshman.
Okay. I didn't really notice, which is not like me. I'll have to
Yeah, I
take a look
know.
next time
I
and
know.
report
I guess
back.
that's
Yeah.
how powerful a presence Ava is when you're watching her.
I guess so. Yeah.
You're
I don't
just
know. I
studying her.
my I was really taken with Ace. Um,
Yeah, it had been a long time since we'd seen Ace,
yeah,
right?
still a super cutie. He's retained all the cuteness.
Yeah,
Very
yeah.
appealing.
Mhm.
An appealing
Yeah.
baby. Hardly ever
I wonder
happens.
if hardly ever, yeah. I know. Do you think he renegotiated his contract so he gets more time outside or anything? Any new conditions?
Maybe because he was at the park. Yep, yep,
Yeah.
being
Mhm.
cute. That was probably his brother, though. We
Mhm.
probably saw two aces today.
Yeah. Yeah. Perhaps, yeah.
I thought it was odd also
And
that.
isn't
Oh, what?
yeah. Go ahead.
Oh, I
No, go
I was
ahead.
just gonna say I thought it was odd that Laura, she's all about the budget, the budget, the budget, and Ace is keeping her from the
Mhm.
budget. And then as soon as Trina
Mhm.
takes Ace away, she's like, "I'm gonna go to the gallery and talk to Ava."
Yeah.
You know,
I know that was sort of weird. Was
like
she
we're not gonna
going
remember that she had to work on the budget. I don't know.
Yeah, like she should have gone to a movie instead.
Yeah, like get Ace out of my hair, and yeah, it was. I just thought it was weird. Like,
But
do they
did
think we're not noticing these details? I don't know.
I know. I know there are these little jolts, and you just sort of like tamp them down, because
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
just. But
Because
yeah,
we're
I
good
don't know why
natured
they
and good
can't.
hearted and we want to support people, so
We're smashing gals. Yeah.
smashing. Yeah. Oh,
I
I
was
know
gonna
why I
ask.
blocked out the other.
Yeah, the
God, sorry,
painting.
what's
Damn it! Is it your hair? It's making you more chatty than usual. Go ahead,
um
Gia.
I just remember what the other days were about, and that's why I blocked them
Oh,
out because
okay.
they were all the hatchet throwing place.
Oh man.
They were the bachelor and bachelorette party,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
that was kind of
That
it. And that's yeah.
Yeah, that was especially on Tuesday. Yeah, that was. I know it was sort of necessary, I guess, to have some sort of acknowledgement of all of that stuff, I guess, leading up to the wedding. But I guess it's a sign of our age that we just don't have a lot of patience for it.
I think it was sort of like traditional soap opera stuff.
Yeah.
Like that's always, I think people think of like, oh, yay, weddings and um
Mm-hmm.
but I think I found all that stuff tedious about my own wedding in real life, like
Did
getting
we have
through
a
all that. Hmm?
did we have parties and stuff before your wedding? I don't remember.
Well, we went down to Beale Street and you got picked up by that
Oh.
guy.
I don't remember that. What?
We didn't have like a party at a house, but we going to Beale Street like was our big night
Okay.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Okay.
don't
Yeah.
remember that guy named Anthony? He wanted to get comfortable with you.
Oh wow. If I ever
Have
decide to
you
write a
blocked that
memoir, I
out?
guess you should probably be the
Oh,
co-writer because I
yeah,
don't
I
think
I
I
remember it.
remember half
Yeah.
of this stuff. Okay.
Oh, all
All
right.
right.
But yeah, that was the
Anyhow.
party. But there were other
Okay.
like very stilted floral, everybody garbed in floral, like where you sat and opened
Uh-huh.
presents. And my mother was like
Yeah.
writing down who that was
You
from
still
and who,
there, Gia?
like, yeah, have
Uh-huh.
you lost me? Uh-oh.
No, you just there's these little gaps. Is that where you're sipping your beverage or something like that?
It's my brain probably just
Oh,
gaps in the
just shutting
synapses
off.
or something. Yeah.
Okay. It's like
It's
skipping like a record.
like brownout, kind of a brownout in my brain, probably.
That sounds weird when you say it now too.
Anyway, yeah, I found the bachelorette and bachelor parties pretty tedious, even though there were cute moments in both.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. Yeah. I
but
guess so. Yeah, but it was a little too much for
well,
me.
actually, there weren't any cute moments. The hatchet party was unbearable, I thought.
That was rough. Yeah. I don't like that setting to begin with. It
Right.
just seems like it's not comfortable, really. You're not having like a great conversation when you're throwing axes, I don't
Throwing a
think.
hatchet, yeah. And
Yeah.
I thought Drew was like sucking up all the air in the whole place.
Oh man, he was acting like a total dude.
Yeah,
It's like,
and they're trying to
oh,
do the Jordan thing with him, and it's
yeah,
like no. I think everybody is
no,
screaming simultaneously at their screens, like no,
I
we don't
hope
want
so.
this.
Yeah, no, we don't want even a little bit of that. She's way too good for him.
Yeah, yeah, he's yucky. But they
God,
had them all
yeah,
like being sympathetic to each other about breaking up, and it's
yeah,
like she
ugh,
broke up a million years ago with Curtis, so it doesn't really work
yeah.
to have them talking about that.
No, no, it
I didn't
doesn't.
think.
No. Mm-mm.
Um, Also, has anybody said anything about Chase's mother and where she is, why she's not part of this?
Not that I can recall. No. Mm-mm. Yeah.
It's a little
Good
weird.
point.
We should explain her away at least.
Yeah. Well, especially with Gregory being so ill, you'd think
Right,
there'd
right.
be some
Yeah.
acknowledgement. Yeah. I don't know, Gia.
So I
Hmm.
just keep thinking she'll, when they had the moment, like the lady in his life, I thought, oh, they're bringing his mother back, but it was Blaze.
Yeah, I know, and that was weird too, wasn't it?
Yeah, weird also, yep.
And I don't need to see like just dudes all together, but every time a woman entered that scene, it was kind of like, why would they even want to be there?
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, I know they
Um,
like Chase and everything, but
did you feel bad for
yeah,
Dex at all for that scene?
I did. In fact, did you?
Yeah, it reminded me of Rudolph.
Okay, yeah, I
You know,
can
when they're
see
all being
that.
mean to Rudolph and not letting him play
Yeah,
the reindeer
yeah,
games.
right, right, yeah. And it
Yep.
did make me feel warm towards Chase and Dante, and even Anna for like talking to Dex and
Yeah,
kind of
yeah. Dante's the
making.
best. I think
He's so
Dante is
awesome,
the
isn't
best.
he? Yeah, yeah,
Dante rocks. Yeah.
yeah. He was really sort of the strongest character in that scene, wasn't he?
Yeah, in a good
I
way.
think so. Yeah, yeah. Right, right.
Like
Yeah.
Drew was strong, but in like an odor that's strong.
Yeah. Like more than just in like
He
a
just takes
nuisance
up so much
fart.
space. He's always
Yeah.
flailing around. His big arms and hands are always out flailing
Yeah.
everywhere, and
Yeah, and
you
it's
know,
like he's got to like perform for everybody there.
yeah,
It seemed like he
just
wasn't just acting as the actor on the show, but he was acting in front of all the people in the scene, and that was just, a lot.
yeah, it's a
A
lot.
lot. Yeah.
Anyway.
And I don't know why they keep insisting on having scenes at that place. I just it doesn't really add anything, does
Well,
it?
probably once you've built a set, you're gonna use it.
They they spent $400 on that
Yeah, they
set,
built
and
that
damn
damn
it,
set. Like
they're gonna use it.
we're gonna be seeing Sonny in his bathroom a lot too, probably.
Yeah, that seems like a small space too.
Yeah.
They can only
Um,
build like the first like 3 feet on each wall, and then
right,
they
right.
run out of money. So yeah.
Do we ever see toilets on soap operas? Do they ever show toilets?
Well,
Probably
that's a
not.
real good question, Gia.
Well, it just
Um,
occurred to me, like I'm sure it's on the other side of that bathroom where they're not showing us. But
yeah. Mm-hmm.
we
Hmm.
see bathtubs. We occasionally have a bathtub scene,
Yeah. Shower. We remember when we used to have
shower
shower
scene.
scenes like once a month. It's been
Yeah,
a
like
long
naked. We'd have
time.
a lot on naked Chase in the shower. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Huh.
Hmm.
Well, I guess I didn't miss it, but
Yeah, I
hmm.
guess we didn't. But anyway, so there were some cute little moments in the bachelorette party. Like Tracy was kind of funny.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
and Olivia and Lois doing their robot dance. I kind of snickered a little at that.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah.
But there were glaring things like as if Lois would forget music.
Right. Well, and then I couldn't figure out like what like were we supposed to know that Spinelli had been lined up all along, and
I
somehow
don't
Lois was
know.
that? Yeah, that just all seemed a little weird too. Like I don't know why they have to make things like so clunky, or are they not
Yeah,
realizing it until it's too late?
I guess they're not. I don't know, but that
Yeah.
seemed like kind of stupidly done.
Yeah. Yeah. Mhm.
What else? But there was some funny little, I don't know, just sort of moments in there,
Mhm.
and of course the Joss
Kristina.
confrontation with
Yeah.
Christina was, they're pushing that, which I kind of like it. I kind of like this. It's the paradigm shift of
Mhm.
what are we supposed to really think of Sonny and what he does, and I don't know. As much as I get annoyed at Joss for being so um like in everybody's face all the time,
Yeah.
it's like
Mhm.
she's got some good points here. Um,
Yeah, yeah. Sort of an inconvenient truth, perhaps.
right. But I like
Mhm.
I like that like Jason tried to rein her in on.
Mhm.
like people want to think the best of their parents, and so
Mhm.
like, duh,
Yeah,
Christina's not going to really be too
right.
receptive to what you're saying, even if it's true. And
Yeah.
why
Yeah,
are
that
you going after
what did
her?
you think of Joss? Right. What did you think of her going to see Jason? Did that seem like sort of unexpected to you?
It was a little unexpected, and I had a plot thought, and let me run it by you.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Wouldn't it be interesting if Jason and Joss had a little affair and had to
Oof. Oh, boy.
like cover that
Jeez.
up, and how would they break that to Carly? And
Oh, man.
it'd be a
Wow.
very forbidden thing. Wouldn't that be kind of, but I could see her, like, what if she starts going to him more and more for comfort, and she doesn't
Yeah.
have Dex now, and he's so understanding. And what if
Yeah.
they like headed into forbidden territory? Wouldn't that be interesting?
It would be interesting. It would, I don't know. So that's hard to imagine, I think, for me anyway.
Yeah, it put a real strain on the Joss Carly strong relationship, and
Oh, sure would. Yeah. And I kind of feel like Jason's carrying a torch for Carly.
yeah, kind of. Even though he said he liked things the way they were, I
Yeah,
hope
I
he,
don't.
I hope he is. I'd like for them to explore that a little more.
Mhm.
Um,
Mhm. Yeah. But I did like when Joss went to see him, I'm kind of trying to remember how close was she to Jason before, and I don't know. I mean,
I don't really
I wish
remember. I know they were very supportive. Both she and Michael were very supportive of them getting married by the end of
yeah,
that.
yeah. Okay, yeah, that's true. That's true. So maybe these are just sort of residual feelings for him, and knowing
Yeah,
how much her mom cares about him, I guess, right?
yeah, I
But
guess so. I don't know. It was kind of interesting, but yeah, I didn't
yeah,
expect it. I didn't.
yeah. I just think also somewhere in the back of her mind she must know that Jason is as capable of everything, Sonny is, right?
Right. Yeah. Yeah. She needs to. Right. She needs to kind of admit that to herself, and
Yeah, I
yeah, it
think
does.
a
It is
little
hard
bit.
to like reckon with this. Like suddenly, everybody's realizing what Sonny's been
Yeah.
all
Yes,
along.
I know,
You
in a
know.
way that just seems ridiculous that they're
Right.
stunned,
That just now they're going, "Hey, wait a minute."
"What?
Yeah.
He hurts people?"
Yeah. And
So,
back at the
yeah.
time when he beat Cyrus up, there was none of this
Mhm.
like, defenseless old man, and
Right, right,
that was
yeah. All of
Cyrus,
a
the most
sudden.
evil bastard in town, and
Yeah, right, yeah, I know. They're rewriting history a little bit there.
they literally are because they're new writers. But
Yeah, um, but anywho, okay, so then, Jason went to see Sonny. What did
right,
you think about that? I
it
guess,
didn't it didn't go well.
didn't go well. I think it could have gone worse. Like, every time I think of Jason even running into Sonny, I'm afraid of what Sonny might do. I don't think he would, like,
Yeah,
pull out a gun and shoot him, but he just seems like he is volatile. Like, and I'm glad Jason mentioned that to Joss, that Sonny wasn't the same.
the same. I was kind of hoping Sonny would be a little more twitchy and obviously off his meds during that
Yeah, yeah.
conversation. It
Uh-huh.
didn't seem like red flags were going up for
Yeah,
Jason, you know.
right,
It
right.
seemed like, I mean, not a rational discussion, but it seemed like
Mhm, mhm.
Sonny had
Yeah.
reasons for what he was saying, and it wasn't like
Yeah, yeah.
unhinged, and I was kind of
Right.
hoping he'd be more unhinged.
Yeah, and in fact, when he brought up Jason being a father to his sons, that was kind
Oh
of a good
yeah.
comeback.
Yeah, like that's what I've
Yeah.
been saying for a while here. And
I know, I know.
so I was like score one for Sonny there.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that had to
Hmm.
hurt a little bit. Um
I know, and Jason just kinda skated around it.
yeah, but
Um
I was anyway, I was hoping that Jason's, alarms would be going off about like Sonny is
Mhm.
losing it, but it didn't seem
Yeah,
like they were.
Right, right. Sonny did seem pretty together in that scene. And then I was thinking also, when Kristina was talking to Nina, and Nina said, at least, or one of them said, at least, he's still taking his meds. That's kind of the problem of the meds being tampered with,
Right, right.
because,
And Ava being the only one who's
yeah,
like, what is she
yeah,
doing? What are you
yeah,
doing, Ava? Why won't you tell
really.
us?
I know. When are we going to know, do you think? How much
I don't
longer
know. I don't
before we
know
get a glimpse of her
what
agenda?
she's doing. And now I'm
Yeah,
leaning towards the like she wants to control the whole like she wants to
yeah,
take over as the mob boss.
yeah,
Is what I'm
yeah.
thinking.
I think you're right. Yeah.
Um,
Which I don't know. I don't see the appeal, but I guess I'm nothing like Ava, really, am
you would
I?
turn it down if it were offered.
Yeah, I think I would.
Hmm.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, now I'm thinking that she's not really in love with Sonny. It's got to be there's got to be some like
Mm-hmm.
why is she sitting on this information about his meds if she really cares about
Right,
him?
right. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah, I
yeah,
don't
it's going to
know.
be a horrific day when it all comes crashing down and everybody's like, you did this to Morgan and now you've done it to the
Mm-hmm.
father and yeah.
Yeah, yeah, right. I know. So is Christina going to make a beeline to Sunny and repeat all the things that
I don't
Nina
know.
said?
What is she gonna do? Well, she's gonna. It'll be hard for her because TJ is gonna lock her up in some sort of like
I
pregnant
was just
woman's
gonna say
prison. Oh my God, could he get any more unappealing?
he's like just a
Oh,
little bitch now, isn't he?
I hate to use your word, but he's being kind of a douche.
Yeah, he just like it was. I don't know. Even with Molly, and I think Molly is doing better and better as a character. I think she's good with
Yeah,
her
yeah,
lines and stuff like that, and yeah, he's just being completely unreasonable and just stupid. Like he said, it's probably a little too late, and it's like you think. I mean,
yeah, like way too late. And
yeah, yeah.
but
I don't know.
is this remind me? Is this baby actually is Christina the actual mother of this baby, or were they able to
Yes,
use an egg? So okay,
I
so
believe it's her
ultimately,
egg.
Sonny really will be the grandparent.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. Right.
So maybe that's what they're setting up here is for TJ to be
Yeah.
alarmed that Sonny will still want to be in this child's life.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Which I hadn't thought
Possibly.
of because I
Yeah.
keep thinking it was like, oh, yeah, Christina couldn't have an egg that they used. So, hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, there could be all kinds of
Interesting.
troubles. But yeah, TJ is not coming off well lately.
No,
Um,
he's not. I mean, just like, yeah, thinking that she shouldn't, do anything, you know.
yeah, not
And
even
then,
walk around. Going to a party and getting excited,
yeah,
how dare
yeah,
she?
right.
Um,
Yeah, he really does
yeah,
seem to think he's entitled to tell her
yeah.
how to live
I'm
each day.
surprised he's, hasn't brought up anything about like the negative aspects of being a lesbian while you're pregnant or something. Like,
Yeah, yeah. It's funny.
but yeah,
But
it's weird they've left TJ as kind of a blank slate.
yeah.
I think all this time he's been kind of a blank slate, really.
Mhm,
And
mhm.
now this is what they're doing with him.
Right. Nothing
Mhm.
good. And I'm thinking even Molly's gonna start to look at him like,
You're
"I
like,
thought you
yeah,
were
this
sort of an
guy's a
evolved
kind
guy, and now
yeah,
you're
you're
acting
being
like."
a dink, yeah.
Yeah, you know?
Yeah,
So,
very dinky,
very
unappealing.
dinky. Yeah.
Dude, unappealing.
Yeah,
Um,
really, very.
but yeah, I agree. I think Molly's getting more just looser and more comfortable as Molly.
Yeah, yeah, uh-huh. So that's good. That much
Yeah,
is good.
so that's
Mhm.
good. Yeah. What else did
Mhm.
we have? We had the Gregory incident, which was sad.
Oh, yes, that was
Gregory and
sad.
Violet. Yeah.
Mhm. Yep, yep. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how they're
So
going to let that play out. I wish we knew that also.
no, I keep waiting for your little theory where we got the misdiagnosis thing, but it doesn't seem like they're going that route. They're just going to
No,
torture us with a death, like on the wedding day
yeah.
or something.
Yeah, nobody seems interested in pursuing any other options, you know?
Right. um, yeah,
But
and they keep doing things that seem quite in keeping with the ALS
yeah,
diagnosis. So
right. Yeah.
um, they'd have to
Hmm.
do some fancy footwork to have it be something else
Yeah, they
at
would, I
this
guess,
point.
wouldn't they? But it is a soap opera, and they've done things like that before, you
That's
know?
true. We'll swallow anything. We don't care.
Anything, we've demonstrated that time and time again.
Right. Like come
Yeah.
back alive? Sure.
Yes.
Whatever.
Mm, whatever.
It's I mean Romeo and Juliet, we all bought that, like early
Oh,
on.
yeah.
So yeah,
Mm.
that's just making everybody sad, sadder and
Yes, it
sadder.
is. Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially since he's really brought out this whole new side of
Yeah.
Tracy.
Sad old men dying. And he's not even that old.
Yeah.
You want to hear my
Yeah.
nightmare last night? Everybody loves to hear people's dreams.
Oh, nothing better. Go ahead.
Okay, so I was in the nightmare. I'm headed into this football stadium, this freezing cold, like icy, snowy football stadium with my dad, who's
Uh-huh.
very old in the dream. He's old and
Mhm.
decrepit. And
Mhm.
we're with a big group of people and he like disappears into the group of people and I'm trying to catch him, but I've lost him. I've lost sight of him. I've lost him.
Mm.
And it's just,
Mm.
everybody's all bundled up. You can't tell who's who.
Mhm. Yeah.
And he's gone. And I spend the whole dream looking for him. And I keep finding all these other decrepit old men, and they're all crying out for help. But
Oh,
it's never him.
geez.
It's never him.
Wow.
Yeah.
Gosh.
So I just
That's
keep coming
that's
upon old decrepit men and looking, trying to look in their faces like,
Mhm.
nope, not dad. Nope, not.
Mhm. Wow.
So it was a good time.
Yeah. That sounds like a good one, Gia. Wow, that's
So
definitely a
I've
nightmare.
I've compartmentalized losing him a little bit, but I'm still apparently having a little trauma or
Yeah, it's
something.
creeping into your subconscious, isn't it?
Yeah,
Guess.
yeah.
Hmm. Poor Gia, gosh.
But anyway, so I'm not looking forward to watching Gregory die on TV.
No, no, Hmm. Although I can't remember. I think I had a dream about Drew in a Speedo,
Now, was
which
it
is
a
also
dream or a
bad.
nightmare? Like, what's
I would
going
also
on?
it's a nightmare, definitely,
Were
but
you Nina in the dream or
no, no, I think maybe it was just me, like, trying to I might have been, like, sorta semi-conscious and, like, playing out, like, one of his poolside scenes, where he's thinking about how fun that would be, you know?
hmm
But, anywho,
I thought the
yeah,
scene
Drew.
with he and Nina where they like got close for a second there and and then like she like rejected him. I thought that was kind of a fun
Mhm.
little scene.
It was, yeah, and I liked her side of it especially because his seemed a little inconsistent, you know? It seemed like there was,
Yeah,
like,
he
2
was
or
like, I brought you up to Willow.
Yeah, yeah,
I don't know. It's like, what are you guys doing here? I don't know. I love how
yeah.
she reminds me of a dog we had named Daryl. You remember Daryl?
I do remember Daryl.
Because
Yeah.
when she's interacting, she starts just shouting I mean,
Yeah.
she's speaking, but she just gets
Yeah.
louder and louder.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
and Daryl was like that too when he was upset or mad at you, like if you
Mhm.
were playing harmonica or whatever, he would just get louder than you. He would just get
Mhm.
he'd be like, "Oh," he would just overpower you with
Yeah, yeah.
his
Mhm.
Daryl talk.
Yeah, that's
And
true, yeah.
I
Yeah.
like how she does that.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like I mean, it seemed like Drew was he was throwing her a little bit of a bone when he said he spoke to Willow, But then
I
he
thought you
didn't
were going to
tell
say something else.
No. He
She
gave
was
her a
asking for
long
a long
shag.
shag. Jinx.
And then there was a
Oh,
brownout.
oh my God, what are we, like 12?
Yeah.
Oh,
Maybe. But he didn't tell her what he told Willow, so he just sort of left that vague, and she seemed like she was okay with that, I guess. But then he was so uneven, like he was hot, cold,
yeah, I don't think they
and
know what they're doing with him. They're like, oh,
no.
we've got maybe a little something, something here with he and Nina, but they don't know how to, like, to make them continue to be completely hostile to each other,
Yeah. Like if
or
they
to
think
let
that's
in a
going to be
little
fun, like
tenderness.
right. I don't know if the sparring thing is going to work really for very long. Especially cuz when he's sort of nasty, he seems really nasty, you know.
Yeah, he does seem nasty. That's when I like him, is when he's being nasty to her. Like, that's when
Yeah.
he's interesting to me.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Yeah. I don't know cuz like when he was with Carly, what did you think of that scene when he went to see her
Uh,
at the restaurant?
yeah, I don't know. It was all right, I guess. I don't know. They seemed to be sort of, they had a little closure, I guess, with each other.
I
Um,
guess. Yeah, I like he seemed like he was trying to be classy. But then he mentioned Jason, getting her the hotel.
yeah,
And I was
nobody can deal with that. Nobody.
no, I was glad she was at least able to say he bought it without my even knowing and handed me the papers, so he couldn't like act like she knew he was what he was going to do, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
So that I think shut him up a little bit. But then what did he say at the end? She said like things are back the way they're supposed to be or something like that.
Oh,
And
yeah. And what did he say? He said something kind of interesting, or almost, or something like that, or
yeah, and I don't know quite what that meant, but when she
yeah,
said that, I thought he's that's not what he wants to hear, really.
yeah,
Um,
yeah. I don't know what he meant by that. Almost, like,
yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. I was a little distracted because Carly's dress was weird.
Yeah, it was weird. It was kind of bunched up, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was very bunchy. I think that was supposed to be interesting, like it's supposed to be the stylish part of it, but it was weird.
Yeah.
I also was distracted by Lois's outfit and
Mm.
hair. Like,
Yeah, her hair with the
sometimes
little
they,
knobs.
yeah, sometimes they do her like, and she's supposed to be sort of like funky, and
Yeah.
sometimes it works, and sometimes it's like, well, that's just like weird, like a
Yeah.
weird sewing project or something.
Yeah. 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 She's kind of stealing focus.
I liked
She
seeing Tracy's hair down. I don't know if we've ever seen her
Yeah.
hair down like that.
I think we probably have, but yeah, I think she's just always looking good, really.
She's classy. She's
Yeah.
aging in a very classy way. That's not happening
Yeah.
for me.
Oh God, no, not me either.
I'm going down in sort of more of a tragic trajectory.
Well, I
Tragic
think
ectory. Yeah.
we've both we're providing people with a cautionary tale, of
That
what
could
not
be.
to do,
Right.
not how
Right.
not to live, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a service we're providing, really, I think.
There's so many people that provide that service, so I don't know if we need to join in, but we
Yeah,
are.
we are. We're
Mhm.
generous and giving.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah. Tracy was born in 1947. She's
You're Googling
77.
shit while you're talking. That's very impressive. But
I do this every time you ask me a question that I can't answer. I have to try to find it on the Google.
you have to
But
Google on the Google. Yeah.
but she looks good for 77, doesn't she?
She's 77?
Yes. Uh-huh.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, she looks
Yeah.
amazing. I
She's
would have thought she
fit.
was in her 60s. I really had no idea.
Yeah.
77. That is
Yeah,
amazing.
January. So in January she'll be 78. So you go.
Yeah.
You go.
Jeez. Yeah.
Yep. Mhm.
We need to find out what her routines are. Fitness, nutrition, and
Yeah.
otherwise, you know.
I know. She's probably always taken care of herself, I bet,
Maybe.
They
Maybe.
think
Except
they
in the
think it
80s when she was dancing at, what was that disco that was so
um
popular?
Studio 54.
Yeah, I bet she was a big Studio 54 goer, don't you
Yeah.
think? I
Yeah,
could
could
see her at
maybe,
that.
maybe. Uh-huh. Yeah. What was I
Amazing.
gonna say about Tracy? Oh, now that Jason's back, I mean, I know it makes sense for him to lay low, I guess, right? Because we don't know who might decide he's too dangerous to have around. Um,
Yeah.
but I still feel like we're missing a lot of interactions or reunions between him and
Like you pointed
people.
out, we haven't seen he and Spinelli, which seems
Yeah,
like kind of
yeah.
major.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
And
right, yeah.
and I know Monica doesn't seem to be on the show anymore, but it seems like there should have been some sort of,
And
I don't know,
have we
call or
seen
something.
he and Drew at all yet? Have they
I
run
don't
across each
think
other?
so. I don't think so.
And seems like
Yeah.
they should have.
And this Drew doesn't seem to like Jason at all, right?
No, it doesn't seem like it. Did the other Drew, did Billy Miller like him?
I don't remember him not liking him. Do
Hmm.
you? I don't, or maybe were they both on the show at the same time
I
for
don't
very
even
long?
know. I don't
I don't
know.
know either, but this Drew really seems to have sort of an animosity towards him, and
Yeah,
I don't
he's
know
like
where
got
this.
nothing but animosity for a lot of people.
I
He's like
know.
a big stick of animosity, you know?
And then he acts like, when he chooses to like somebody like Jordan, that it's like a
Yeah,
gift he's giving her.
right. Or Willow. Yeah,
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Poor Willow. She really needs to wake up
yeah,
and
right.
realize that
If she
he.
does, she'll look at Michael and go, "What? What am I doing?" I thought my poor Michael looked kind of doofy at the hatchet place.
Yeah.
I don't know
Yeah.
why, but he looked a little doofy. And I don't
Well,
believe he
it's
really threw the hatchet like that. I know they were,
no.
I don't believe it.
No, it's just an awkward setting because everybody's standing around.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
It was nice to see Ned again. I thought he needed a different
Yeah,
different shirt. There was
yeah,
something about his
and
shirt that wasn't working. But
and maybe some different lines too. Really, Dante got most of the good lines.
yeah. Oh yeah, we had Dante interacting with Sam like when Sam was
Oh
reporting all the
yeah,
stuff that happened with Jason.
yeah,
I
yeah.
figured you'd kind of like what Dante said to her.
Well, yeah, I did. I think. Sorry,
Yeah.
I don't know why everybody's
Trouble.
on edge. The doggies.
Is
Um,
the wind blowing or something?
Maybe, Gia. It's cold. It's definitely cold outside
Oh.
tonight. Um,
But he
but
kind of
yeah,
talked her down a little bit, and
yeah,
but
yeah.
not in a way, he kind of allowed her space to
Mm-hmm.
he didn't
Mm-hmm.
like shove it in her face, he just
No, no, it seemed like he was sort of editing himself as he
yeah,
went
yeah.
along. Like he knew he could have said like two more things, but he decided to stop.
Yeah, yeah, which is such a skill. I don't have
It
that. I'm always
it is a skill. Yeah. So good for Dante. Good for
yeah.
Dante.
Well, anyway, so we had kind of a couple of good days, I guess. I don't know. Just
Yeah, in spite of that, the bachelor party and that
Yeah, I
stuff.
just feel like they have to do that stuff. There's like an
Yeah,
element of the soap opera world where that's
yeah,
required
yeah.
stuff.
Right. You can't just jump over to the wedding day, I guess,
Yeah,
without
like just
doing
like
the.
the weddings are required.
Yeah, yeah. I
They
know.
gotta do that. And so we don't know what dress she's gonna wear, do we? Because
No, we're not. We don't have the. We haven't
well, so
seen the
that'll be
final
a.
version.
I still do have the girly moment where I want to see the dresses, So that'll be fun, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, we don't know if this is going to be like a fun wedding or a tragic wedding. I mean, or and Sonny's going to be there, right? That really
Yep.
seems like
I'm
that
sure
could
there'll
be.
be some big confrontations probably. Kristina and Joss will probably have a showdown.
Yeah, and I feel like Sonny will probably try to bring Ava, right? Just
Oh,
because.
probably, yeah, and that'll be like a big stinky fart in the room. Everybody will be very upset about that, and I don't
Yeah,
know.
and then Jason, did he say he would come? Because Lois mentioned inviting him,
Oh
right? Or
yeah, I don't know, but
which
yeah, there's potential
hmm,
for all kinds of
yeah, sheesh.
fireworks here.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
Hmm.
Mm.
It could. I feel like any like big social gathering like that when you've got a mobster, that's
Right, right,
asking for trouble. And Sonny
right.
knows it, but he let himself be persuaded to go.
Yep.
So
Well, you
we'll
think that'll
see.
be this week? It probably won't be this week, will it?
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think so, but yeah, maybe it'll be
Okay.
soon. No, probably not, because tomorrow's Friday. So
Oh, right. Yes, they're not this week. Okay. I forgot what day it
yeah,
was for a minute there. Okay.
that's okay, Gia.
Okay, well, I think
All right.
I've said all the exciting things I'm gonna say tonight, really, I think.
Okay. Oh, I wanted to mention that
What?
one of our faithful listeners mentioned Rachel mentioned that there's a lot of characters whose names rhyme with each other. Like
Oh,
we have Trina
and
and
Nina.
Nina. And then she said also that the new manager at Bobby's name is Katrina, I think.
Okay.
And then there were some others too that I've forgotten
All
now.
right, well,
But
that's kind of fun.
yeah, I hadn't put that together myself.
I had not either.
No, I guess we're too absorbed in, like,
Ourselves.
dresses and
Yeah, yeah.
ourselves. Yeah. But
Well,
anyway, yeah,
that's
that would be.
cool. Everybody brings a little something else to the table, a little something
Yeah,
fun.
yeah, it's nice to get comments. So we appreciate
Always.
that.
Yep, yep.
People
If
who
anybody's listening, we appreciate the crap out of it.
any yeah, you have no idea how much we appreciate you.
Yep, you
Um,
warm the cockles of my heart.
yeah, I think you emphasized cock too much when you said cockles, Gia.
Cockles. The
Now
cockles.
you don't have to keep doing.
All right, well,
This is
everybody
what
head out and
happens.
ask your stylist for a long shag and see what happens. See
Yeah,
what
see
you
what
get.
happens. I
Go
know.
from there.
Did you get a haircut or did you just get a long
A
shag?
long shag. I hoped you tipped at least 20%.
Oh gosh. All right.
Okay, let's call it a night there
Yeah, yeah. Let's pull the plug on this thing.
on
Okay,
this
Gia.
puppy. All right, well, you have a
Yep.
lovely evening. We'll talk in a few days.
Yep. Okay, you too, Gia. Take care.
Okay, see ya.
Okay. Bye.